Hi guys, and welcome to Hotel Management System developed using MS Access. So let me show you guys how it works. We click on this and enter new data. So let's say the customer reference number is that, and the name of the customer is Ola Jones. Address of Mr. Jones, Treehouse, and postcode. Telephone number of Mr. Jones there. And national, let's go for, maybe it's from Kenya. Current date, okay, let's say it's on the 12th, and when does Mr. Jones intend to leave? Let's say end of the month. Number of days will be calculated once this is created, once this is clicked. And let's come in here and say is with his family, room number, extension with the room number, mail, date of birth, and let's enter 19, and identity type. Mr. Jones is a pilot and he intend to convert some money. Okay, and there. So now if we click on total, that will tell us the cost for the 19 days Mr. Ola Jones will be staying in our hotel. So what I'm going to do now is I'll take you guys straight into MS Access and we'll put one of these together. So let's do that now, guys. Hi and welcome to Access tutorial of Hotel Management System. Let's start by clicking on the blank database, give our project a name, Hotel Management System, and let's save it straight into the following area. And there, guys. Now let's create this database. Okay, the next thing I'd like to do now is I'm going to go to design view and let's give that a name as well, Hotel Management System. Click on OK, and I will start by calling that, my first field is going to be customer reference, and let's make that short. And the next one, first name, surname, address, postcode. Now we have customer, mobile phone or mobile phone. I'll just say mobile. And nationality, and here let's say we have room type, room number, room extension number, and okay, let's get rid of that dot. Okay, here we have, let's say current date, last rent date, and total number of days and customize details. That will be gender. Okay, this is how it looks now, but we then need to change the data type. Date type for total, we're going to make that currency. Subtotal, and the tax, we're going to make that currency as well. So those are the data type for those ones. And let's come in here. Identity type is going to be short text. Date, let's make date here, date and time. Gender, okay, the gender can always be yes or no. Okay, male or female. Right, let's change the format of that to male or female. Female or male, that's fine, either way. Alright, now total numbers of days, that will be numbers. This will be in date. Okay, and current date will be date as well. Room number will be numbers. Number of room. Type of room remains as. Okay, those are fine. And here, all others are fine. Right, so some more few modifications. We're going to get rid of this primary key and just maybe speed up the whatever modification will be required on the lookup here, and I'll get back to you guys. Okay, let's just, I might as well just show it to you guys. Let's come back in here. Nationality, I'm going to expect that to be a combo box, right? And let's look at type of room. It's going to be a combo box as well. Combo box. Number of room, combo box. And gender, let's make gender combo box, male or female. Identity type, combo box as well. Right. Okay, that will be all, but I think maybe we can even add more fields here. So that's going to be for currency, because there might be some form of exchange rate there. Currency, so that will be for the country, right? And here, let's call that currency entered, or the amount entered, amount entered. Then we have converted, let's call that currency converted. Right, 1, 2, and 3. Okay, in here, let's change this to combo box, because we have different countries' currency in there. Okay, we just call it. Okay, that's fine. Right, now that is all done, we'll make sure it's saved. Now, let's create a new table. Let's create a new table. This very new table, I'm going to call it, let's right click on it and select design view, and let's give it a name. I'll call it currency. Inside the currency we will have different countries, so let's get rid of this. I don't need that. I just need one field, country currency, right, and I'm going to change this to short, and that's all. So let's come straight to country's currency and view it. And right in there we enter all the current country information. So let's say we have Brazil, and we have Canada. Let's go for India, Kenya, Indonesia, then we have Nigeria, let's see, Philippines, and in here we have USA. Those are the countries I will be using, and that's fine. So I'm going to close that, and I will also close this. Okay guys, I had to speed up the design of the rest of the table, which you guys can always take care of yourself. This is the gender table. I've only entered male and female, and if you want to see the design view, that's it. Then I have the currency. The currency table is just to do with different countries. You can view it as well there. Save that. Then we have identify. We also have the room. It's just one column for each. Those are the fields I intend to use. I think this one is wrong. Let's get rid. Okay, I have to. Alright, let's get rid of this. Yeah, that's fine. Close it all first. Yeah, that's the one we need to get rid of. Okay, so all we need to now do is to go back to, let's go to create, and let's select form wizard and click on available. Okay, table. Let's select the table that we need. This is the main table I need, and then the available fields, I will select all the fields, click on next, and I'm selecting the first option there, and then click on modify the form design, forms design, and click on finish. There, that's my form right there. So if I run it now, this is what you guys will see. Okay, it's not fully ready. There's still a lot of work to do. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is, let's exit. Oh, let's just click on design view. On the design view, select the form itself. We need this form property. Okay, so let's select the form property itself there, and right there on the form, let's look for the background. I would like to change that to something totally different. So click on the form, and there we go, back color. Select the back color, maybe that's going to be the color of my form. If I preview it, this is what you guys will see. Let's go back to design view, and just redesign the whole interface. Okay, so I'll select it all anyway, just then move it aside here. I'll get back to you guys. Okay, this is how it all looks so far. So let me just run it, you guys see what I'm talking about. Alright, this is what I'm talking about. Now see all this combo box, let's add some data onto them. So let's come in here, design view. I'm going to start with this very one here. So let's right click on it and select the properties, or let's click on anywhere here, select the properties. Now select that off, everyone, and in here click on data where we have role source, drop that down and let's select currency. There, that's it, done. I'm actually calling this very table here the table currency. Okay, the next table I intend to call is room type. Drop that down, select room type. Then the next one is going to be room number. Gender, select gender, and ID type, identity type. There is one more here, I believe. Yeah, select that, and that is going to be currency as well. So if I go to view the form, drop this down, then I can then select whatever currency I want, and this one room type. Okay, that's 4 rooms, or room number, and this one we're gonna need the room number here as well. So gender is gonna be female, ID type pilot license, national Canadian. So that's what's gonna happen. So we can then fill in the details and so on. But based on the room type and the number of room is 4, so now room extension, we need that as well. If I come in here, all I just need to do is, as usual, just select it, which I have already done anyway. That's it, I've selected that. Okay, now let's come in here. You see this very title, I'm going to change that, just make it bold, delete that, and let's look for the font size. Yeah, there's the font there. Maybe let's see if we can increase it more. That's 36, let's go for 48, and let's see how, or maybe just change it to 72, and yeah. Okay, now let's come in here and let's make this a bit pronounced. Font color, there we go. Yeah, so I'm going to repeat the same thing for all these other ones. Let's change the font colors, select it all and see if we can change the font colors to black. Right, and we also need to increase the font size for every single component in here apart from this one. Font size, let's make that 20 and see. Okay, that means I'm going to have to redesign the interface or just move things around. So let's just move it around and I'll get back to you guys. Yeah, I like it, but I'm going to have to move things around. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, this is how the whole interface looks now. Let me just show it to you guys. That's how it looks, but it looks a little bit too plain. So let me come back in here, go back to the design, and here let's grab this, drag it that much. Okay, and let's right click, get the property and enhance the appearance. Let's see, border width right there. Let's change that to about that. Okay, and I'm going to copy it across now right there. So if I run it, this is how it looks like for now, but we can see we still have a little bit of work to do. So I'm going to come in here. I need some buttons though. Let's see which of these components are buttons. This is a button there, so I'm going to paste that here, and I don't need any navigation button. I'm going to need some for calculation though, so let's just cancel that. I will use the button the way I want or how I want. Okay, let's add another one. So paste one here. That'll be for my exit. Alright, but I'm going to need one for my currency converter. We'll move this down a little bit, and just one here, right in here, and cancel that. Right. Okay, I'll just enhance the look of these buttons. Like this one, this is going to be maybe exit. Let's see the text on it. So the text content, the caption, right? It's going to be exit, and this is going to be total. There. Close that. And this one, we just call this one, let's call it converter. Or converter, that's fine. That's the converter. Right. Okay, this is how the buttons looks now. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to add one more button. So let's add, and I will call that maybe add new record. Yeah, add new record. That is fine. Then click on next. I'm going to call that CMD add new. Okay, and click on finish. Right. I will now change the properties of this very add new. Let me bring it somewhere here. I'll change the properties to make it bold as well. So right click on it and select properties, and let's change the size to 20. The font color, we'll make that black as well. Right, that's taken care of. Okay, we can always amend as we go along. Now the next thing is, you see right here, I'm going to draw a line. Let's grab this line tool and just draw it across here. We want it to be straight though. Do that, that's not straight enough. And let's try it again. Okay, and just move it a little bit forward, and let's change the properties of this very line too. That's it there, and that is supposed to be border width. Let's just make that 6 as well. Alright, and I can then copy it across anyway if I need to. Yeah, let's copy it across. Why not? Move this up, go down a little bit more. Alright, let's copy this line too. Copy and we paste. Paste. It should be there somewhere. I think it's right here. Yeah, there's two. Alright, let's bring this down here. Right, so if I run my program, this is how it looks now. Okay, so that's fine. So what I want to do now is, you see this very exit button. So you can always right click and go to design view though. Let's go to design view. The exit button, let's select that, and let's go to the properties, or just click on the form and select properties, and the exit button itself, let's select it so that we take care of the exit lines of code itself. So come in here, we want the code builder, click on OK. Right there inside the code builder, I'm going to enter the following lines of code for the exit. Okay, but I'm not happy with that because there's no name there. So what I'm going to do is go back to the properties and let's select it and give it a name. Right there, that's the caption. So select all, and let's come in here and change that to CMD exit there. And I might as well repeat the same thing for total, so that will CMD total. Then convert, CMD convert. Right, and one more thing, let's see. Okay, this one, does it have something? Instead of record, we can change that to add new, so that we have enough room for it. Yeah. Okay, in here, let's select that, go to event, and right there, that's much better. So the first thing is to declare a variable. I'm going to call it, let's call it iExit as VB message results. So let's say VB message result. Now, okay, then we'll say iExit equals message box and we enter confirm if you want to exit, close that comma, and that will become as a VB question plus VB yes no, and the name of my component is going to be hotel management system. Close the bracket and there. So let's use if statement. If iExit equals VB yes, then do command dot close. So that's how we take care of close in Access. AC form. Let's close the application form and comma me dot name and if. So that is the exit button taken care of. So let's come in here and go to okay, and the form view, we can just try that out. No, and let's try it again. Exit. Yes, I'm gonna have to save. That's it, done. All right, so let's come back in here. Let's go back to my design view. What I'm going to do is let's come straight to the converter button here, and let's go to events and let's select the code builder there. The one we need is this very one, so click on OK. And the first thing I want to do is, you see right up here where we have option explicit, I'm going to declare the following variables. So let's enter a comment there. So I'm just going to call that currency converter variables. Now the very first variable I'm going to declare, let's say dim US underscore dollar as double, followed by dim, let's go for Nigerian underscore naira as double. So I'm going to speed that up now. Okay, that's it. So right underneath here I've actually declared room variables as well. So let me just copy, paste that in there and call that room variables there. So alright, the next thing I want to do is let's select this converter again and select the code right there. That's the converter. I'm going to get rid of these ones. Okay, right in there. The first thing I like to do is let me declare another variable. So let's say dim, I'll say British underscore pounds as double there. Now whatever we have in here, let's look for the name of that very object, this very one. So let's see, what's the name? It's called, let's see, it should have a name. Okay, it's going to be called amount underscore entered. So let's come into event and we will be able to see the real name. That's the name there. So I'm going to copy amount underscore enter. So right in here, the next thing I will do is, let's say British pounds, copy that, equals whatever we enter, let's say by value amount underscore enter, this one, let's copy that, cut it off, paste it in there, dot text, right, that is it. Now let's say the Nigerian naira, or let's go for the US. That's the first one. Copy the US one. Let's enter the value of the US. This might not be the current rate, so I would advise you guys to look for the current rate. The choice is yours. The current exchange rate, and the Nigerian one is, let's say it's 4 1 whatever, and the next country, let's go for Kenyan shillings. Copy that, paste that in there. Kenyan shillings, let's say is 131.84. so let's speed that up. And there, guys. So all of the variables, we have assigned value to each of the variables. So that's it. So the next thing I want to do now is, okay guys, let's use an if statement to determine the value that is entered. So I'm going to say if CMB currency dot value equals, let's say, Canada, then we now need to enter the value in here. Let's say currency underscore convert or converted equals the British pounds right here. Let's copy it right here, there, and multiply that by, let's multiply that by Canadian dollar, there, right, and if. Okay, so that's the very first one. Now if we want to add the Canadian sign, dollar sign, let's say that is it right there, and that, okay, there. Else, I'm going to use else if it's Nigeria, then we multiply that, and we change this to Nigeria. And the Nigerian sign, you can always get that inside Word document right here. Okay, that is it right there. We have most of the different currency symbols here. Okay, that is the Nigerian one there. I think I just passed it. That's it right there. Okay, so I'm going to copy that. Let's hope it will work, and I'll paste it right in here. No, it's not accepting. It's not accepting that, so I'm just going to put an end there. So the next one, I'm going to copy that, paste another one, and let's change this to Kenya, and this will become Kenya, and this is else if, then this one will be Kenya, provided the spelling that I have in this right. Okay, then we have Brazil. Paste that in there, Brazil, and change this to Brazil as well. Brazil. Okay, so we're going to have to verify to make sure everything is right. Then we also have let's take care of the US dollars before we miss that out. So I leave that is USA, so it's going to be US dollars. Paste, and this one is simple, just enter the dollar sign. The Brazilian, so let me just say BRA. I can always look for that later, and Kenya, KS for now. Now we need 3 more, so I'm just going to copy 3, paste, so that is going to be India. That's India, and we change this to India. Then we have Philippines. Change that to Philippines, and this to Philippines as well. Let's get rid of that. There we have Indonesia. Copy, change, and repeat the same thing here. Okay, so the Indonesian currency, I'm just going to put IND, maybe change it later on. Philippines, I do have the sign of Philippines here, but I doubt if the system will accept it, except if we don't. It's not accepting it, so I'm just going to call it PHI. And India, I also have that of India, but it's not working. Indian rupee, let's call it ION there. Okay, so all that I just need to do now is to try it out. So let's save it and come right here, right click, or come up here and just select that. So that is the Canadian. Let's change that to Brazil and see if that's going to change. That's fine. Brazil changes. India, that is correct. Kenya, that's good. Indonesia, that is fine. Nigeria, and let's check out Philippines, that's good. Then finally USA. Good. You see the currency converter is working. So if I click on add new, the last bit is USA. Let's change this name here to Alan, and let's say it's Alan Parker. That's the USA guy, and the address would be maybe 55 Denton High Road. Okay, there. And this might be whatever. Telephone number 911 to whatever 991, and that was gonna be USA there. So let's just say add new. Hopefully that should be right on our table here for Alan Parker. There we go, guys. That is, those are all the information for Alan Parker right there. You see that? Okay, that's what we have for Alan Parker. That's fine. It's working the way we want. Good. So all that is left for us to do now is to work out how much you have to pay per day. Okay, so let's do that now. Okay, let's go back to the design view. Now, for us to work out the cost of staying in the hotel, depending on the numbers of days, so in the first place we're going to have to deduct this current date from how many days you intend to stay in the hotel. So let's come back in here. You see the total? Let's select the event, click event, and just before I start, let me show you guys one thing. You see, we're going to need this tax. That's the name of this text box. This one is called subtotal, and this is total. And I named this one last rent dates, current dates. So let's come in here, then select this, select the event, code builder, click on OK, and right here, that's it. Let me take it up so that you can see. The first thing I like to do in here is I'm going to declare the following variable: I tax. Now I'm going to declare C tax. C tax will be the cost as double. Okay, now total number of days, that is where I want everything stored, equals, let's use this function, this function actually find the difference between dates. So let's say D, comma, and we say C date. Let's put that in a bracket. Current, that should be current underscore day. Close that bracket, comma, C date last underscore rent underscore day. Those are the text box I'm actually referring to here. There. So with that, that means if I run this program now, let me save that and make sure everything is correct here. If I run it, what will happen is, let's come in here, view the form. Let's select some days in there. Current date today is 12, and total number of days, let's go for maybe 27. And if I click on total, there we go. Okay, so that is done. So all I then need to do is, if single is selected, the variable single is the value assigned to single is then multiplied by this to get the total, or double, or maybe family size. Now let's go back in here. Let's go into our code here. Let's see, where is it? Select the button again and click on that. There we go. Now in here, the following variables that I declared in here, let me give them a value. Did you see these variables? I'm going to give them all a value. So I'm just going to copy it and delete what I don't want in there. Delete this. The value for that, let's make that £55 per night, and this one, and get rid of this anyway. Get rid of that. Get rid of this as well. That's why I have the error in the first place. And this one, let's say 95.9, and the next one here, let's go for 76.5 or whatever. Okay, there. So I've now assigned some value to all of those variables. Okay, let's use the if statement. If room type dot value let's say equals single, then single, that's correct. Let's say C tax equals, let's say single room, which is this variable up here, multiply by value this, what we have in here. Let me just copy all of that, paste it in there, close that, and multiply that by I tax and divide by 100. So I tax, let me assign a value to the I tax so that we know the cost of the tax itself. So let's close this. So the tax, I tax, is going to be what? Maybe we can make that about, let's say 0.2. No, that might be too much. Okay, that's the tax rate, so that is fine. All right, so in that case, tax is my text box. If I say dot text, you will see that in there, but in Access you just enter the name. Tax equals C tax. So whatever the tax rate is then assigned into the tax box there. And let's go for subtotal equals, let's say single room here, multiply, let's multiply that by, let's copy all of this. That is for single room. Okay, now what about total? Total. Okay, in the case of total, let me just copy all of this here, copy everything in here. Total equals that. Okay, single room, multiply by this, and let's add C tax to it. C tax. That is my single room. I'm going to close this here. Okay, let's enter and if. So what I'm going to do now is I'll now copy this and just use else if there, and all I just need to do is to change this variable. Instead of single, I'm going to make that double. If it's double room, and change this single to double room right here, and double room here as well. There. So let's copy this for the family room. Copy, come right down here, paste, and that would be for the family room. Copy, change that to family room, repeat exactly the same thing here and here, and this becomes family. Right, I think we are ready to give it a shot. Or maybe before that, let's do one more thing. You see right underneath here, I'm going to say tax equals, let's format that to give us pound sign or whatever. Tax, comma, and that will be pound sign, comma, 0.00. Close that there. And that is it for the pound sign. So I'm going to copy that for the next one. The next one is going to be subtotal, sub underscore total. Paste. Change this to subtotal. There, and finally let's do one for total as well. Paste that there, get rid of this. It's for total, and here get rid of this as well. There we go. Right, okay, let's give it a try and see what we've done so far. So I'm going to come straight to the design view here. Alright, let's go to view from. Alright, let's enter new data. So right there, let's give this reference, and I'm gonna just say HMS as the reference number, and the name, let's call the name Alan Moore, and address Goodman Road, and postcode telephone number of Mr. Moore, and national of, let's see, maybe let's make him a Nigerian, and current date, let's say today's date, and how long is he going to be staying in the hotel for. Let's say he's going to be staying till on the 18th, and let's work out the let's come in here. How many rooms? Double. Room telephone number, and no, that's the room number. Then the extension, and Alan is male. Date of birth, let's say 1980. Let's come in here and just enter something in there. 1980. And form of identification, let's go for his passport. Does he have any money to exchange? Okay, let's say it's Nigerian money, and he's got that, and let's convert that. Now let's work out how many days. There we go. For 6 days, he's going to be staying with us for 6 days, 12 to the 18th, and that's what he has to pay. Okay, so with that, guys, I'm gonna call it the end of this tutorial. I suppose you guys enjoyed. So you all have a nice day now. Bye for now.